Turner, and he told me that apparently
We
you guys.
I'll give you the long and short of it is these guys are so not Turner, right? Turner's just the boss, right? PD takes a million. They've been trying to do the VAF thing for like 3 months. Like, remember when you contested it? That was being worked on 3 months prior to the contest. And they still can't get anyone to sit down and just like get it done right. To the point that like Dakota wrote a bunch of shit and then he didn't show up to the meeting twice in a row and then Turner had to go and fix it. But then we reviewed it. I just dropped something on the ground. What the hell fell on the ground? God fucking damn it. Where the fuck is it? Shut the fucking God. Okay, whatever. Oh, I need that. Where the fuck? Oh my God. Where the fuck did it roll? Okay, it's fine. Whatever. It's fine. Anyways, Michael took a look at it, and the first thing that came out of his mouth was this entire thing is dog shit. Now, transparently, I didn't read it. I just kind of had a high-level idea. So in the meeting where Dakota skipped, I was like, oh, we'll set up for Thursday. I'm like, fuck this. Let's review it. I think the VAF legislation is shit. I think, and I'm gonna paint it like this. There are very few good police officers left on the force. This is inherently probably like, and I'm talking across the board. There's good cops. The majority of them are dog shit and they don't know what to do outside of a ping. It's just fact and parcel. So as a side effect, there's shitty raids, shitty warrants, and and of those that are good, there's only a handful of them. The handful end up anytime there is a vehicle that needs to be VAF'd, these motherfuckers end up spending all their energy, like the good ones, taking a vehicle and having to like do the equivalent of winning a court case level of paperwork. You with me?
Yeah.
And I'm like, this is dumb. Like, especially when a lot of their vehicles are like the vehicles that they're VAFing are like fucking Astrons. Like, you're just gonna fucking pull the parts out, throw it away, who gives a fuck, and put a new one in, right? So why are we wasting the time of good cops on a fucking vehicle? So I think we get rid of VAFs altogether. I think it's a waste of time. I think it doesn't affect anybody really, and it only does a negative effect in that the good cops end up like burning out. Instead, I want to replace it with a charge. And my idea, now this is spitballing, and I want to hear your actual opinion on this, is that I think instead the PD should just prove whether or not a personal or unaltered a high performance vehicle is used in a crime, and you just fucking charge for it. Like, that's it. And if something is like really bad, like someone uses a vehicle to murder someone, or like, you know, uses a vehicle for like a weapon transport, right? Then that can be seized as a part of the court case. Easy clap. What do you think?
I think it's essentially the same thing, but people are gonna see it as just more charges being stacked on someone whenever you go to jail, kind of thing.
No, I don't think so, because here's how it would work. It would be today you're getting a VAF, right? And so let's say, like, how much do you think a vehicle is that's used in a crime?
I think with this situation, if it, thing is, people drive these Astrons because they don't want their shit to get back. Good ones.
I agree.
So in a situation where there's no more VAFs, I think they're all going to be driving $1 million cars again.
Here's the beauty. So any high security institute, right? So that's like Polito, et cetera, you can have one. Your primary vehicle, whatever it is, you use it, it's going to fall under the umbrella. If you want to take a cracked out fucking $250,000 fully decked out vehicle and drive that from Polito, you're good. You're not going to get the charge. However, if there ends up being 4 of those motherfuckers, all right, those other 3 additional vehicles are going to be opened up for this charge. Now, the charge, I don't even think it needs to be a lot. I think it should be like, I don't know, something reasonable. And so at that point, it really becomes Listen, I'm gonna shoot straight here, Flippy, and I want you to be honest back. You can say whatever you want. But like, if motherfuckers,
God
damn it,
God damn.
hey, y'all's time. You
Don't
come in
mind
here
that.
finally and get on the fucking phone. All right. Okay, wait for me over
Don't
here. I
mind
gotta finish this
Hook's head.
conversation.
Don't mind it.
All right.
Don't
all right.
mind Hook's head.
All right. I'm sorry
do
about
the
your
right
brother,
thing.
by the way. All right. So the idea here is that we're removing hours worth of PD work because it's shit anywhere ways, you know, and instead replacing it with a singular charge.
Instead what? Sorry.
Instead of dealing with VAF points, instead of PD spending hours worth of time going and trying to put a VAF point on an Astron, it would just be a charge. So, and that charge should be within the realm of reason.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think that's a bad thing, to be honest.
Yeah. Now,
I think I see where you're coming from. It's essentially in a way both, like, best of both worlds in a way, right?
it's about the best of both worlds.
We
because,
don't lose our cars permanently or anything like that.
Yeah.
We don't have to worry about VAFs. PD doesn't have to worry about doing all this paperwork, which 80% of the time they don't do the proper paperwork.
And
VAFs
the
get dropped all
reason
time.
the reason that they're not doing the proper amount of paperwork is the bar in order to hit a VAF is what do you call it? You need to effectively prove beyond a reasonable doubt that that vehicle is used in a crime. And in order to achieve that amount, imagine you do a Polito bank and there's like 6 individuals and they all get away, but there's a crashed out car. You need to prove that car at the same level that you would go to a court case, because remember, the appeal goes through a full court case, right? You would have to prove beyond a reasonable doubt that vehicle is used in a court case, and that is hours worth of time. So the problem is too that the people that are actually doing that are the cops that actually do their shit right. And the rest of them fuck off and they go to another dusty ass fucking ping. So it ends up burning out the ones that are probably should be spending that time actually doing proper investigations and bringing shit to trial well. So
Yeah.
No,
I mean, I see where you're cooking up. Yeah, I don't think it's a bad thing. I will say though, I don't think it's going to change too much on the PD end when it comes to paperwork, because like, how does someone argue that charge?
Good. That's a good question, because you're only going to get the charge if you get caught. And that's the other thing, is that apparently most of these guys are doing all this VAF shit and they didn't even catch anybody. Right. So, and I'm like, that doesn't make any fucking sense. Like, what the fuck? Like, why are you wasting your time on a fucking car? Like, there is no city value that is coming out of that. It's just someone that might get jerked off over like, jerking off over someone.
Really want people to lose their cars. That's
which is fucking cringe. I don't give a fuck about any of that.
Yeah,
like,
when I go do an S boost, if my S boost disables because I failed the hacks, cops just leave that car because they know it has no meaning to us.
Exactly.
But then when they see our own car, they're like all over it.
Yeah. So, but you had a question, and I've had meetings all day, so I got distracted. I think you asked the question, well, don't they have to do the paperwork anyways for the charge? Like, how do they prove it?
Yeah.
Well, it's the same thing. Like, so if okay, so I'm going to give you a scenario, right? Let's say you do a Polito bank and you use a 4-door, you know that like a vehicle that the judges like to drive around?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Okay, let's say you fully crack that vehicle out, you go to Polito, whatever, that becomes the only vehicle they end up using, just hypothetically. You get caught in that vehicle, because it's a high security vehicle, it falls under the umbrella charge. You know, just like, you know, your Oxy and all that other stuff like it does today. That vehicle, it doesn't get touched, you get high security. If, however, you end up doing that in a fucking, I don't know, like a cash exchange, right? And you're using some cracked out car, and because it's low security, the driver of that vehicle is going to get hit with the charge. It'll be like, you know, using a high performance vehicle. I think the rating, we haven't decided, like 900 plus rating. So if you bring like a 900 plus rating car, you get caught in it. They have they document the vehicle. You would get the using a high performance vehicle charge like $2,500 or some shit like that.
Holy
So
fuck, you're giving me PTSD about rating right now.
about what?
You're giving me PTSD about rating right now.
Rating?
PTSD
Wait, what's
about
going on with
rating, like
ratings?
all these fucking dog shit racers min-maxing their fucking cars so they could be in S-class races.
What do you mean?
Like, so racing is popping. There's a lot of things are going on with racing, and there's
I don't,
S-class racing and there's X-class racing, and people are trying to stay in S-class racing, so they're getting dog shit cars or like they're insane crack cars, and they're getting lesser turbos because it's gonna drop their car down to S-class. So you have people literally have ratings 999 purposely to be able to still race S-class vehicles.
huh?
Yeah. And I'm telling you, that cringe shit's gonna happen.
It's fine. Then we'll change, but then we'll change the law. We'll change it. You know what I mean? Law can be changed within 3 days. If
No,
I see
know,
some cringe shit, I'm gonna change it.
I guarantee you, it's gonna be 8999. People are gonna be getting caught in those kind of cars.
Look, I am not. I'm just gonna shoot straight, right? I'm not really overtly concerned if people are doing a like I'm not heavily weighing the opinion of anyone that might be doing a cash exchange and then using 6 fucking supercar swaps.
I like the idea where you're coming from. I like it. I do like that.
What do you think is
speedy.
what do you think it's reasonable? Give me a second. High performance. High security is $25,000. So I think like using the vehicle should be like, I don't know, like $5,000 or something like that. Something proportional, but like not overt. And I don't.
Is it true you guys are capping attempted murders or whatever?
Yes, I already pushed it.
If that's the case, I'm gonna be honest. I don't think any like a 5K charge extra would be that bad.
Yeah,
so that's my personal opinion. I think people are making a lot of money again, and
agreed.
The fines aren't very crazy anymore. So I don't think it's a big deal.
I do not believe that the police department as a function ever should be worried about the economic amount of people. It is
I'm more thinking
because they are not the mayor, they are not the government, they do not know how much money people have, and it is fucking cringe. Their job is to stop crime. My job is also to consider crime along with the chief of police and think about how the police department should function to give repercussions and what that repercussion looks like. And really what we're doing right now is redirecting good cops to investigate properly instead of investigating fucking vehicles. It's stupid. But I will say that's the general idea. It hasn't been written down. It's going to be a lot more straightforward. If you looked at the current VAF legislation, it's way too much shit in there. It needs to be simple, and we can always adjust the fine in time. Now, what I will say is that there would be an accessory charge too, so passengers caught in it would get like accessory to high security, but the idea is that once you do all the math, it's gonna make sense. So people shouldn't see like a change to their how much they typically would get. And it's removing all the bullshit, like let's go like, oh, my car is getting VAF'd, let's go to court and like jam up the court system. Like we need high quality court cases, not fucking dog shit.
You're gonna see, I agree with that. I think you're gonna finally see people actually drive cars that they normally would, rather than
I want to see
like
that
30,000 Astron and shit too.
The thing is, there is a loophole in all this, right? So let's say for example you've got a guy, like a clean guy, and they've got a cracked vehicle. I'd rather people own that cracked vehicle, right? Themselves. But let's say they went to their friend and said, let me borrow the car. You're still getting the charge, right? So it's simplifying it, but also refocusing the complicated stuff to where it matters.
No, I do like the idea.
So,
I think it's good.
Okay, easy.
Okay,
all right.
That's pretty good then.
Okay, easy. I want you to think about it too. And then if you have any concerns, let me know about it. But this has been the spitball. We've been chewing on it. So it's still like up in the air.
As long as these guys are fucking making shit happen, I'm so over like fucking waiting months and months and months for this shit.
Well, now I'm involved. Yeah, I got triggered yesterday. So it's gonna get within the week. So
okay, all right, sweet.
All right.
Yeah, I'm all down. Yeah.
All right, you take care. Bye. I just ran all the way down here.
Hey, man, how are you?
I am doing good. I'm running back right now. I had to finish up a very important meeting.
It's fine. We're still sitting in here waiting for you. Take your time.
All right, fantastic. I'm running over right now. I'll see you in a minute.
All right. Bye.
I don't know what the exact price is going to be yet, chat.